Yo, what's up, guys? This video is gonna be about a transaction or a deal that I was a part of, helping out both clients, the sellers and the buyers, and everything that went down on this one, because this one was a fun one, not for good reasons. All right, so I just want to get the details out, let y'all know what went down, and kind of just let you guys know from a realtor's perspective what it is that we really deal with. That's really what these videos are about, guys. It's not to shame anybody. It's not to talk down on anybody. It's just to let you guys know, being a realtor is it's a lot more demanding and a lot more than what people think. So that's what it's all about, guys. So let me get into it. So like I said, I was helping both sides on this one, and it wasn't complicated at the beginning, I'll be honest with you, but it turned into it. It turned out to be. So the house in and of itself, multifamily unit, and it did have an easement when it came to the parking, right? So had a multi-car garage, but one of them was the neighbor's garage, and the other ones pertain to the property. The buyer was completely cool with it and understood it, cool. And it was just one of those, I'd never seen that before. Actually, I have in another house, but in terms of my client, they'd never seen it before. And it was just one of those, it's kind of difficult because you just never know how people kind of take that type of thing. So it did have an easement on it. And the house had an issue when the firefighters came because of one of the units, right? I won't get into the depths of it on what it was, but at the end of it, the firefighters did go out. They had to go out 3 times to pass that unit for the fire alarms. And it was a pain because in one ear I had the fire department telling me one thing, in the other ear I had my seller client telling me a different thing. So at the end of the day, I had to kind of mediate and be that kind of glue to hold this deal together and make sure that all the communication was being done right, so that everybody knew what was going on. All right. At the end of it though, they did pass the fire alarms. It did take a lot of back and forth, a lot of communication, a lot of things moved around, and a lot of work involved. But it's part of the job. It's part of it, and it's one of those things. It's a learning experience too, right? Because there's certain things that, while we might, again, like my client might be telling me one thing, but if the fire department says something else, then it's one of those, like, you're kind of learning how to communicate and how to get across that information in a way that makes sense, and a way that everybody can understand. All right. So, one thing that I wanted to mention too is that one of the units, the tenants had been living there for 20 plus years, and my buyer client wanted their unit to move into. All right, so it did take them some time to find a new place. My seller did say, if that's the unit that you guys want, we are going to need more time than the 30, 45, even 60 days, because they were living there for a while. He took care of them. They took care of him. And it was just one of those situations where he respected them and didn't want them to feel pressure or anything like that. So my clients, the buyers, were more than understanding. They understood the situation. Truly, they were in no real rush to move in or anything like that. They just wanted to make sure everything was done right and everybody was good at the end of the day. All right. So after that, they closed on the property, and shortly after, another one of the tenants, another floor, they ended up moving out, and unfortunately left the place a mess. So my buyer client had to spend a good amount of money to get that apartment up to speed so that they could rent it as soon as possible, right? So they ended up moving in, repairing that floor, or let me take a step back. They ended up moving into the unit after the 20+ year tenants left, and they ended up fixing the unit where the other folks left, and bringing it up to speed, rented out the unit, and got things going. All right. In that time though, they had been looking. My buyers had been looking for over a year, and so it was one of those, like, they were kind of just over the whole process. They were even thinking about just dropping out completely, and waiting some time until the market kind of cooled down. So fortunately, we found this opportunity. We're able to make things happen and get things going for them. So it did take close to 4 months because those tenants did need time to find a new spot, but got it done. All right. And my thoughts at the time, like my takeaway, is that the housing market at that time changed. It's no joke. People taking months to a year to find a new house, especially in the city where this one was. It's real. It's real. I had heard about certain situations and seen certain things, and until you kind of experience it and see it firsthand, the discouragement. These folks were so like disheartened and kind of just sick of the whole process, getting outbid on every deal, seeing a lot of houses going weekend after weekend. Honestly, I couldn't even blame them if they wanted to, drop out and wait for a better opportunity, better time to find a spot. So, the housing market did change at that time. So, it's part of the journey, part of the entire thing, but definitely eye-opening and definitely eye-opening at that time. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, take care.